BC7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and look at the title. Yes, indeed, it's here, as I'm sure you're all aware. Farming Simulator 15. And, wow. Yeah, I went through the tutorials. They allow you to... well, I'm actually just going to delete that. Yes. They allow you to plow, cultivate, spray, harvest, all of that. You get to try some of the bigger machinery that you don't start with right at the beginning of the game, so that's kind of cool. And we will use this save game. Start. We will go, new to the game, eh? Do we want to go hardcore? Not really, I suppose we want to see things, eh? So let's go normal. Let's have a look at the new map, of course. Jornholm. Somewhere in the Nordic forests of Scandinavia. Indeed. Alright, and let's start. So yeah, I did go through the tutorials. Nothing has really changed from 2013, and one of my biggest worries with this game was just that it was going to be just sort of a whole bunch more of 2013 with Giants models instead of other modders. However, let me tell you, wow, yeah, you can feel the differences in the way the vehicles handle and drive. The textures are incredible. Like, you walk up and look at the tractor and you can, you know, well, we'll see. I mean, I don't have the best gear. You know, it took me half a year to get my poor little 640 GT together, so no, I'm not running a 780 GTI Titanium or any of that happiness, but boy, the modeling is nice. So, now I know that this map gives you kind of a walkthrough, and I hope you guys don't mind, but we are not going to do it. Like I said, I have, yeah, see, a short guided tour. No. Yeah, okay, we'll start it later. But here we are, in-game, ready to go. We start with, for some reason I was going to say $6,000, and it jumped us down to $5,993 almost right away. We can see our little map down there. It now does that when you toggle map view, which is super cool. I really do like that. We can still use F1 to turn that box off. The escape brings us up here, but has a bunch more stuff. If we go through our settings, I don't really want that. I want this to be real time. For today at least, we will be running no missions. I intend on doing them though, because we are not using money mods or any of that stuff, so yeah. Normal, you can turn withering on and off right here from the settings menu. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Auto help, icons, map, etc. I'm not using the gamepad right now, although I am thinking of doing exactly that. So yeah, we can access those things from there, which is kind of cool. We still have our store here under P. And we can go by, you know, different categories, i.e. harvesters, and it'll show you all your harvesters and what their maintenance is and what they do, what fruit types they'll deal with, capacities, all of that stuff. If it's an implement, it tells you what horsepower they recommend. And as you can see, there's some pretty nice gear. And then they'll show you what's in your garage as well from this page. And you can see everything you get to start out with. We start with 2 of these. Maintenance is $270 a day, eh? Pretty expensive for a 90 horse. I'm kind of planning on selling 1 of each of the duns, because we have 2 of these as well. Maintenance is $460 a day. And yes, in the options menu, you can switch between euros or dollars, depending on what you particularly live with. So there you go. So yeah, I think we'll probably sell 1 each of those. Reason being, I think I'd rather gather some hay for money or get a small mower. And then we start out with all this happy gear. Now I do have the, go back to the shop here. I do have the 4 mods that are currently available. Giants actually has 4 mods already on their website under their mod page, which is too cool. So I mean, they're nothing really super cool. There's a cedar, a couple other things, but yeah, so kind of neat. But I want to look at mowers and just see. Okay, we don't. So we can either go with something like this. I'm just thinking of for mowing missions, or we can get the front guy. Probably go that way. 13 grand. That'd be one of our tractors. So anyway, we, like I said, don't have all that much. Tedders, windrowers, loading wagons. Well, we got a small one for 27K. See, that's the other thing I kind of wanted, so we could start collecting straw, because we're certainly not going to be able to afford either of these. Feeding, auger wagons, weights. So here's a good look at some of the gear. I mean, we will obviously get into more of it as we go along. Cars, yeah, we have a pickup. P-I-Q-U-P, alright. A peak up. It's a pickup. Wheel loaders, neat. Very neat. Telehandlers, alrighty. Ooh. And miscellaneous, a low loader. Good addition, guys. And placeables. 4,500 bucks, eh? And you actually need this because your vehicles get really dirty. And there's our critters. So that's the shop. Pretty cool. Indeed. Now, hello, welcome to the farm, all that happiness. It is absolutely gorgeous. And from what I understand, if I buy one of those chainsaws, I can cut this tree down. In fact, from what I understand, you can cut down every tree on the map. Now here is our starting harvester. And like I said about the detailing and the texturing and stuff, just look at that. You know? And everything on them is that way. They're just absolutely gorgeous. The the mirrors work. The gauges work. So yeah, like, you see those mirrors? Yeah, they are actually showing us what's behind us. And it works on all of it. The tractors, all that stuff. It's just great. So let's put the head on. Controls are pretty much what they were before. Ooh, I want to go to outside view. Let's open the harvester up. I mean, look at that. You know, that is actually, you can actually see through that grill work on the side. So very, very neat. And they want us to open the top. There we go. Looks really good. I do like that. So let's climb back inside. Now the cruise control system works a little bit differently. You press 3 to go into cruise mode, and that's sort of set for the vehicle that you're in. And then 1 and 2 will increase or decrease the speed from there. So away we go. Oh, I just love it. And you can see we have all of the HUD has changed. Really nice. You've got your fill level down there for your harvester, your fuel levels, your speed, of course, the type of crop you are cutting. Very nice. The ground textures are really good too. Like I say, you can feel a difference in the vehicles. Like when you start hitting a little bit of a steeper hill on a tractor, it slows right down, and you can feel it straining. The sounds are a lot nicer. I don't know that. Well, yeah, the harvester, you can kind of hear a pulsating sound as that chopper goes through. It's moving kind of quickly, but it has a really nice animation on the wheat. You can actually see it better from out of cab, but there's things floating around in the air. Not sure what that's about. You know, you see that in movies and stuff, eh? The air is just full of things floating around. You know, I've been quite a few places, and I don't think I've really seen that in practical. practical terms. But yeah, like it's just I'm not going to spend the entire episode doing that, by the way. Yeah. So, but see that? Already everything is just filthy on this thing. So, but look at the detailing, how sharp and crisp all of the details are. You know, I mean, you split your head open on that darn thing. You know, good lord. So, let's quickly tab into something else and have a look at some of the other stuff. This is one of the two. I will be selling one of these two, but this is a nice little Hurleyman Prestige. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, you know, the detailing is sharp. I just climbed the ladder up onto the rear fender. I didn't actually mean to do that, but yeah, you can tell these models are good and tight anyway. Same thing on the trailer. I mean, it's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know? Oh yeah. A lever for opening the rear. Yeah, looks really good. Does that look like a broken out light? Is that what that is down there? Oh no, okay. Looked like maybe I had a broken light. So yeah, here we go. That's another one of the little starter toys. Head up here. Might as well have a little bit of a look around while we're here. What else we got going on? Alright, just some storage. The look of it. Yeah. There is a lot, and I'm kind of disappointed at that. There are a lot of wasted space buildings. You know? Just as there were on the original maps. Maybe not quite to the same degree, but I mean, like these are all, I don't think do anything. You know? So, and by the same token, all of your, ooh, this is the plow we get, is it? What do we got here? Verymaster 153. Very nice by Kuhn. Okay. Here's some decent vehicle storage. Lovely, there's one of our weights. I mean, even the weights are more detailed. You look at the reflections coming off them and that sort of thing. It's just brilliant. Okay. See, I mean, I would really like to see, you know, something similar to the, you know, the map door trigger on these places. Over here, we can store potatoes, sugar beets, and, oops, sorry, wood chips. Yes, indeed. Our seeds, our fertilizer. Here's one of our Dutes tractors. Again, the details are really nice on these. Particle effects, tire decals on the ground, like particle effects from the wheels as well as the exhaust. So really nice. And again, like I said, every one of them, the mirrors work. You watch when I pick up that cedar. See it lift up in the mirrors? Isn't that brilliant? So yeah, you can actually look at the interiors. Oh my god, what a difference. Digital gauges, they all work. You know, so yeah, you can play a much more realistic game because you can't stay in the cab. You know, you've got mirrors to use, you've got all that happy stuff. Not to say I can do it in particular, but you know, it can be done. Really can't see anything over that cedar, but that's okay. But yeah, aren't these nice though? And now we can pick up fertilizer over here. We already went past the seeds. The silo system's a little bit different. We have a single dump. Oh, the tractors, they just drive so nice. I like it. You have a single dump point, as we did before. But if we go around this side, we'll see we also have a single pickup point. And you get to basically pick and choose as to what it is you want. So, very cool. Yeah, the tractors sound way better. They don't seem to be on a loop of any sort. So, really neat. Really, really neat. But, yeah. So the introductory episode, of course, is just a bit of a putter around. That's not what I'm looking for. Back. 9. There we go. Yeah. Grain elevator, transport company, all the shops are actually labeled on this map, which is absolutely wonderful. And you can have this map open while you're driving, so you can actually see where you're going. That is pretty darn cool too. So, all in all, yeah, I am really impressed, guys. Really impressed. The whole thing works just so nicely. Just checking out to see if any of these other sort of controls work. Because I know there is. Just take a picture. Take a picture. I know there's a way to bring up another screen as well as your shop one and as well as the escape menu. But we'll get all of those sort of things sorted out. I think I'm going to color for this episode, see how this... I have no idea with the higher graphics, etc. The field textures at first glance don't appear different, but gotta remember too, we've been doing a lot of mods and a lot of modded maps. If you go back to the original ones, the textures weren't quite this good. Same thing with the trees, the rocks, the grass. You know, if you look at the grass, it kind of looks the same, but if you have a closer look, you realize, no. Even that stuff that's laying down, there's a heck of a lot more going on, or at least a higher resolution. It may still be just a flat mat under all the stuff sticking out of it, but it's a nicer looking flat mat. Oh, I mean, look at that. You know? Wow. We're going to be spending a lot of time here, guys. A lot of time on the map. I'll probably do 4 or 5 episodes of this a week, and then weekends or whatever, we will have a go at some of the other stuff. Like I said, I'm going to keep FS13 alive, obviously. And the very day they release this, of course, they finally released the patch that got Dig It working. So I want to show you more of the Digger Simulator. And of course, we've got our Transocean going on. But till then, if you don't have it, get it. It seems to work. There have been, I noticed on the Steam forums, there seems to be a little bit of an issue for some people with being able to get the game to run. This is Giants and Focus, though, so let's face it, today, on the day of release, they released their first patch. Okay, so, yeah, we know anything wrong with it, they will fix. Even these are a nicer texture. Again, some of the modded maps had super cool textures for these sort of things, so it may not look that much different, but it is. It is pretty darn nice, so, yeah. Oh, hey, buddy. Boink. I hear ya. How you doing, man? You made it over from the other game, eh? Cool. I'd like to say I'm happy to see you, but I'm sure by episode 2 I'll be ready to punt you over the fence. And I guess this is your chicken coop? This is your chicken coop. There we go. And on that bombshell, as they say on Top Gear, till next time, folks, take care of each other. This is Species 7, first episode from Farming Sim 2015, or Farming Simulator 15. Till next time, ciao for now.